Good day, it's Chief Principal of the BFBS Cyprus racing team here, live from the paddock at RAF Akrotiri Carlo. We're in for a whopper. Before we have lights out, here's a quick briefing on the features of this race. Quiz. When entering, please ensure you have followed all of our pre-race procedures. It's a high-speed quiz with lots of twists and turns, and your safety is our paramount. You must ensure your devices are ready to play. You need one device to watch our live YouTube stream. The link for this is posted on the BFBS Cyprus page weekly by us here at the racing team. On the other device, you need either the Kahoot app loaded or a browser with kahoot.it up and ready. All other devices are not allowed in this cockpit whilst quizzing for safety purposes. In the event of any debris on the track or bad internet connection, please deploy your safety car and catch up with the stream. Now get in the cockpit, get your helmets on, and let's get racing in the BFBS Big Quiz Night In Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. Alexa, what's the time?
It's Tuesday and it's 8 p.m. It's quiz o'clock.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host of the BFBS Big Quiz Night In, Chuck Adolphi.
Still not making that alarm. Week 6. How are we doing? Good evening, everyone. BFBS Big Quiz Night numero 6. Round of applause for that. Hello. How are we doing? I'll run out of terrible gags. Week 7, I reckon. This one tonight, though, beauty's coming your way. Flying in again. You're all back for more. Loving it. Love the loyalty to this quiz. It's amazing. Team Sturgis, last week's winners, back in the zone. Daz Mack, as always. Fred West, Cal Watson, Andy B. Good evening to all of you. Welcome along. Hope you've had a lovely long weekend. Phil McCracken, Harry Caners, coming all the way from North London. Hello, Harry Kane. Dangerous Brain, love that. Pickle Rick, the Jets, Charles Ingram, Chuck's biggest fan, I assume. Troon B, Meow Meow. Who else we got? Rob's team. Robin is back. Good evening, Robin. She likes a different emoji each time. We've got a finger emoji. Good luck to you, Robin. Imps, hello again. Angry Bird, why Donald? Don't know. Sure that's the reference to Luke Donald the golfer. Ambush, hello. Carol Basque, Big Boris, Steve B. Approaching 170 players this evening. Loads of you back for more. Scott No Hope, Chuck A's, Gabs, Quizimodo. Right, lots of you playing again this evening. Welcome along. Let's get on with it. So it was the bank holiday weekend just gone, so round 1 is all about bank holidays. What a start, what a start. Hope you had a lovely VE Day weekend. Question number 1 today. How many bank holidays are there in England and Wales this year? That is England and Wales, please, not Scotland, not Ireland. Is that 7, 8, 9 or 10? How many bank holidays? Please. Not enough, I say. Not enough. To give you a clue, Northern Ireland have got 10 bank holidays. So do you think the Northern Irish have more time off than us? What do you reckon? 7, 8, 9 or 10? How many bank holidays are there in England and Wales this year? Well done, 101 of you. Off the mark, 1 out of 1. It is indeed 8. Congratulations if you put 8. I won't bore you with the details. Well done to Cheese, top of the leaderboard. And Chuck is a snake. There we go, number 4. Shah Dash in 5th as well. Question number 2. Which band recorded a song called Bank Holiday? Was that Blur? Was that the Stone Roses? Was that Oasis? Or was it the Happy Mondays? What do you reckon? Which band recorded a song called Bank Holiday? There's a little trick in there as well. Any Oasis fans, you know what I mean. Bonehead's Bank Holiday was one of the songs they did. Have I given you a little clue there? Who knows? Loads of you already answered anyway. Nearly hitting the 200 mark again this evening. Lots of you getting in nice and early. Well done if you put Blur. I can see where you're going for Happy Mondays, but I'm afraid that's just the name of the band, and I think it's a bit more of a sinister name. Well done if you put Blur. Well done to Nimble Bobcat, 21, top place. Up 123 places as well is Bergs. Well done to Bergs. And Groovy Hamster and the Dukes completing the leaderboard. Early doors, question number 3, please. Up until 1834, this is true or false, there were 33 bank holidays in the UK. What do you reckon? There is a question for all the nearly 200-year-olds, I'm sure. Plenty of you playing along tonight. 33 bank holidays. Could you do any banking before 1834? 33? Surely not. True or false? Up until 1834, there were 33 bank holidays in the UK. Someone needs to get me a new bow tie. Outrageous. Or a new stylist. We've made it big here. True. There was indeed 33 bank holidays. Blimey. That's a lot of games of golf. Well done to Eat My Cheese, up in 5th place. I hope it is Red Leicester or Cheddar, Eat My Cheese. Up 118 places as well, a very nice name, Scrambled Legs. Good evening, Scrambled Legs. Right, next question please, number 4. Which country has the most bank holidays in the world? Is that Hong Kong, India, Colombia or the Philippines? What do you reckon? Hong Kong, India, Colombia or the Philippines? Maybe think if you ever been to one of those countries and they seem to be off the whole time. Hong Kong, India, Colombia or the Philippines? Which country has the most bank holidays? Right, let's rattle through them. It is indeed India, who have 21 bank holidays, and then you've got Colombia and the Philippines, 18 each, and then number 4, 17 bank holidays, Hong Kong, 21 in India. Not a lot getting done there, blimey. Well done to you, Vashi, at the top, and Lauren Loves Leo in 5th place. I don't know if that is a subliminal message or they're locking down together, but if Lauren and Leo aren't together, and that is Lauren declaring her love to Leo, get in touch. I'd love to make a reunion here on the Big Quiz Night In. Anyway, moving on. Next question, please. Number 5. Last question of the bank holiday round. It is an open-ended question. Can you please enter it, though, in the format of numbers? So, for example, today is the 12th of May, so 12:05, please. Please enter the date. What date is the Scottish celebration Burns Night every year? It's on the same date, format of 12:05, 12th of May. You get the gist. What date do the Scots eat their haggis? Horrible food, I must say. Apologies. Let's have a look. Ooh, well done. If you put the 25th of January, congratulations. It is the same date every single year, 25th of January. Haggis, neeps and tatties. There we go. Robin up to top place. Scott No Hope into 4th. Well done. Scott No Hope as well on the Scottish question. Ahoy. Round number 2, please. Which is one for the music fans amongst you. This is Finish the Lyric. It is as simple as that. I'm going to give you a lyric from a pretty well-known song. You're going to also see who the artist is as well. You then have to fill in the gap with the options. Simple as that. Question number 6, number 1 of Finish the Lyric. Because all of me loves all of you, love your blank and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Is that curves, smile, or freckles, or nose? Sorry, noise even. A famous song by John Legend, of course, a great tune. His real name is John Roger Stevens, if you didn't know. But he's said to be a big fan of the McDonald's meal chicken legend. Who would have thought? Because all of me loves all of you, love your blank and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Curves, smile, freckles, or noise. It is, of course, curves. I will not deafen your ears because there's 5 of these questions. You don't want to hear me singing 5 times. Has not done a lot to the leaderboard. Has put Block Life up to 5th place though. 3 of you, 4 on the trot as well. Bonus points if you're getting those combos together. Next, Finish the Lyric, please. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow old. It's evergreen. And baby, your smile's forever in my mind. And what? Imagination, heart, kitchen, or memory? Kitchen. Imagination, heart, kitchen, or memory. Of course, a song by Ed Sheeran, who actually has the same birthday as Paris Hilton. And another fun fact about Ed Sheeran, his first music video, 18, cost 20 quid to make. Paris's first video cost over 10 million in legal fees. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow old. It's evergreen. And baby, your smile's forever in my mind. And memory. There we go. Of course, Thinking Out Loud, that big, big wedding song. Well on to Block Life, now up to 2nd. 4 of you, 4 on a trot. Question number 8. You're still the one I blank to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. Is that blank come, love, run, or warm? Come, love, run, or warm? Shania Twain, of course, who took part in a real-life celebrity wife swap, which sadly never made it to broadcast. If you know, you know. You're still the one I blank to the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. Finish the lyric, please. Any Shania fans amongst you? Let's have a look. Yes, there is. It is, of course, you're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. Well, on to Grim Rose, now up into 5th place. And Lauren Loves Leo, 3 in a row, back in the game. Here we go, our penultimate Finish the Lyric. I believe that blank are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Is that children, students, people, or robots? The late Whitney Houston classic, Greatest Love of All, of course. Which I know every lyric to after my mum decided to pretty much only have that CD in her car growing up. That's my excuse anyway. I believe the blank are our future. Teach them well and let them lead away. Don't even need all the time. Well done. If you put children, 5 of you putting people. Not done a lot to the leaderboard. Let's have our final Finish the Lyric. Which is, put your head against my blank. What do you hear? A million words just trying to make the love song of the year. Is that heart, chest, knee, or life? From the Take That classic, A Million Love Songs, which old Gazza Barlow wrote when he was 16 years old. Getting out of bed before 11 AM at the weekend was an achievement for me when I was 16. He's writing A Million Love Songs, blimmin' heck. Put your head against my blank. What do you hear? A million words just trying to make the love songs of the year. The Take That classic, of course. Another wedding song almost. It is Life. Lots of you putting heart. Quite a tricky one there. Well done to Eat My Cheese and Liam and Layla, now up into 2nd place. And that concludes Finish the Lyric. Round number 3 tonight requires a little bit of explaining. Who Lives Here is it's called. And basically, I'm going to give you an address of a fictional character. You're then going to have to guess which character that is simply. I want the first name or the last name as usual. And fastest finger first. The quicker you get it in there, the points are yours. Spelling is imperative, as always, to win those points. Without further ado, our first Who Lives Here is 124 Conch Street, Bikini Bottom. Who lives there? A little photographic clue there as well. Spelling, paramount, first or last name, please. Again, send in your complaints somewhere else. I don't want it. 124 Conch Street, Bikini Bottom. Also, don't let your kids search for Bikini Bottom on Google Images. Let me tell you. It's not the innocent TV programme. Bikini Bottom. Who lives there? It is, of course, my favourite TV programme growing up, SpongeBob SquarePants. Well done. If you put SpongeBob SquarePants, over half of you getting that correct. Liam and Layla, Block Life up to third, and Robin, fingers crossed, second place. Next question, please. Bag End, Bagshot Row, Hobbiton. Who lives there? Again, first name or last name, spelling crucial as always. Hobbiton. There is your photographic clue as well. About a 2-hour drive from Auckland is the set. And it apparently costs 44 quid to get a tour of the fictional world, which is quite frankly a rip-off. For a place designed for hobbits as well, it's not even that large. Bag End, Bagshot Row, Hobbiton. Who lives there? Who lives there? Let's have a look. Dobby. I'm afraid it is Bilbo Baggins. Well done if you put Bilbo Baggins. Congratulations to Desi up into 5th place and Grim Rose. I'm not sure that's some sort of nickname. 4 of you, 7 in a row. Well done. Next, Who Lives Here question. 4, Privet Drive, Little Winging, sorry. Who lives there? First mention of Surrey, my home county, in quiz number 6. Go on the Surrey. Home of the middle class, Waitrose shoppers. What else we've got? Over-entitled Range Rover drivers. But which fictional film character? Who lives at 4 Privet Drive? Come on, this one's easy. Who lives in that house? And more specifically, under the stairwell. 4 Privet Drive, who lives there? It is, of course, well, it's not Charles or Chuck or me, it is Harry Potter. Well done if you put Harry Potter. Congratulations. Desi, Nimble Bobcat, into 5th place as well. Helena, well done to you as well, 3 in a row. Next, Who Lives Here, please? Which fictional character lives at the address 221B, Baker Street, London? Which fictional character lives there? First name or last name, spelling is imperative as always. And here's a little clue for you as well. I went to see an adaptation of this film in a cinema in Spain, sat through it, 2 hours of a Spanish film after not understanding the ticket salesman. A biggest waste of €10 since I went to the Forces store earlier. 221B, Baker Street, London. Who lives there? Let's have a look at some of the answers. It's not Paddington, it's not Danger Mouse, it's not Bond, it's not Carol Baskin, it is Sherlock Holmes. One day we're gonna make it through a whole quiz without a blimmin' Tiger King reference. What are you like? The Foxhalls up into 5th place. Not a lot of movement up top. Liam and Layla flying high at the minute. Robin on their tails. Let's have our final Who Lives Here? Which fictional character lives at the following address? 1313 Wedfoot Walk, Duckburg. There is a very, very nice little visual clue for you there as well. Who lives at that address? Which fictional character? Come on, we got this. First name or last name, please. Or both if you fancy. Quicker you get those answers in, the more points you get. You know the score by now. Quiz number 6. Here is our final Who Lives Here? Which fictional character lives at that address? Have we got any entertaining guesses to read through here? No, it's not Donald Trump. It's not Daffy Duck. It's not Mickey Mouse. It is, of course, Donald Duck. Well done if you put Donald Duck. That concludes Who Lives Here? Specs are us up onto the leaderboard. 28 of you, 5 in a row. So 28 of you, full marks on the Who Lives Here round. Well done. We move on to our current affairs round, which is of course anything but coronavirus. So you're gonna have 5 questions all about current affairs. However, 0 pandemic related questions. Here we go. Question number 16 of tonight's quiz. A UK zoo has named which newborn animals after NHS hospitals and famous names in medicine? Is that baby chimpanzees, baby pandas, baby penguins, or baby seals? This happened at Chester Zoo, and one of them is called Florence, after you-know-who. We've got Bevan as well, after Anura Bevan, who founded the NHS, of course, and Thomas, after St Thomas's Hospital. There we go. But which animals were they? Were they chimps, pandas, penguins, or seals? They were, in fact, penguins. Well done if you put penguins. Let's see if that's done anything to the leaderboard. Oh, yes. Pickle Rick up into 5th place. Hope he's got some Branson on the go. 9 of you, 5 in a row now. A few of you getting that wrong, I'm afraid. Grimrose up into 2nd. Question number 17, second general knowledge. Current affairs. Which rare bird has returned to England's skies? Is it the white-tailed eagle, goshawks, nightingale, or the lesser spotted woodpecker? Largest bird of prey, Britain's, returned to England in 240 years. First time in 240 years. Which bird out of those 4 was it? What do you reckon? Let's have a look. Was in fact white-tailed eagle. Once a common sight in England in the 18th century, returned now. Bred up in Scotland, they're now being back to our English skies as well. Happy days. Groovy hamster up into 5th place now. Well done. And I'm hoping the not so sinister Fred West has just got 7 in a row. And question number 18, there was a joke about Fred West, 7 in a row, I won't make it. Kim Jong-un made his first public appearance for 20 days. What did he appear to be opening though? Kim Jong-un made his first public appearance for 20 days. Was he opening a fertiliser factory, a field hospital for coronavirus patients, a rocket facility, or a barber's? You could already rule out one answer because this round is not about coronavirus. There we go. I've given you a clue there. Kim Jong-un making his 2nd appearance in the BFBS Big Quiz Night in as many weeks. I promise you he's not forcing me to include him. What do you reckon he was seen opening though? It was in fact a fertiliser factory. Well done if you put a fertiliser factory. 87 of you, over half. Taking Grimrose up to the top and Block Life even sneaking back onto the leaderboard into 5th. Let's have our penultimate current affairs question. Eyes peeled. What day is being celebrated today? Is that International Doctors' Day, International Dentist Day, International Medicine Day, or International Nurses' Day? Have you been paying attention to the news today? Of course, very topical, and it marks the birthday of a famous figure of the Crimean War. Oh, I'm going to get shredded for that. Who was born 200 years ago today? There's your clue as well. Lots of clues. Were you paying attention to the news? It was, of course, International Nurses' Day today. Well done. Florence Nightingale, 200 years ago she was born. Lots of you getting that one right. Lots of you paying attention to the news. Well done. Final question before the break. Current affairs. Which Formula 1 driver announced he would be leaving his team earlier today at the end of the season? Is that Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel, or Daniel Ricciardo? Were you paying attention to the news again? And I've just finished watching the Formula 1 documentary on Netflix, and you honestly start really liking them, gaining a lot of respect for them, and sort of the hardship of the whole sport. And then I googled Lewis Hamilton's bank account. Don't care anymore. Anyway, who announced they'd be leaving his team earlier today at the end of the season? It was Sebastian Vettel announcing he's leaving Ferrari earlier today. Well done if you put Sebastian Vettel. Block Life did, up to 3rd place. I'm afraid a lot of you losing a streak there as well. Tough round. That concludes the first half of tonight's quiz. Grab yourself a brew, go to the toilet, do what you got to do. We will see you in a mini money mo.
Hope you're well and staying safe. Come and join me this Wednesday for my BFBS Forces Fit Takeover. I will be holding a full body, low impact HIIT strength class. My favourite kind of class because low impact does not mean low intensity. It just means we're going to be getting stronger and sweatier without putting too much pressure or impact on the joints. And it also means our neighbours won't be moaning about us being too loud. You'll finish the session feeling stronger in our bodies and in our minds. Come and join me on the BFBS Facebook page radio at 7 o'clock UK time. See you there.
You took pieces of me and my life, my family, my friends, and my land. Pieces of boys and men that have fought through bitter long months in trenches and sand. Today I awoke to the news that it's over, announced on the wireless and streets. The words that I'd hoped for and longed to hear spoken passed through me like ghostly white sheets. Today I will cheer and put on a smile, allow my strong heart to gladden. But the pieces remain of my fractured soul. Within months I know I will sadden. Victory will come to have many meanings, not least the sacrifice made. The expense of the lives, the war-widowed wives, a terrible price to have paid. My emotional tide will come in and go out. The parties and music will drown. Rebuilding relations will come to the fore in countryside, city, the village and town. The whistling and whooping meanwhile hit my ears. I cannot help but to grin. The tears of happiness then start to flow, joyous waters cascading within. Stay in this moment of people just shining, like bright stars and pale moons above. No quarrels, no guns, just laughter and fun. The wind in the wings of a peaceful white dove. Take my hand and hold it. Together we will stand. Let the pieces be restored to mend this gracious land.
Our kids have it tough. Lots of moves, which is rough. A new home every 2 years. Saying bye to friends, lots of tears. New school, new teachers and new friends to make. Done this loads, it's a piece of cake. Footy team just won the cup. Got to find a new one, never give up. When I was younger, I didn't care. Now I'm older, I want to settle somewhere. Moving around is the worst. But my dad is a soldier, and his job comes first. One day, us army kids will settle down. Move to one last house in one last town. Last new school, new teachers and friends to make. Done this all my life, piece of cake.
Hello, welcome back to the BFBS Big Quiz Night In. Quickly before we get going in the second half, just want to give you a quick date for your diaries. It's 25th of January next year, Burns Night. We're celebrating at the Dursleys this year, 4 Privet Drive, so see you there. Anyway, let's get on with the quiz. Round number 5 is all about flags. So you're going to get 5 flags here, and you're going to have to guess simply which country is the flag. It's open-ended. I need a correct spelling, please. It's as simple as that. Let's get on with it. Question number 21 of tonight's quiz. Which flag does this country belong to? Let's have a little cheeky look. Which country does that belong to? A little clue, it might be considered a cold country, if you get me. And you might also enjoy a cheeky bottle of vino from here. Keen winemakers. It's south of the equator as well, southern hemisphere. And that is enough clues. Which flag does that belong to? Which country does that flag belong to? What do you reckon? Guesses, please. You might say it's quite a cold country, because it is, of course, the Chilean flag. Chile, well done if you put Chile. Paraguay, Peru, Colombia, I'm afraid not. It was in fact Chile. 75 of you putting Chile. Well done. No change to the top. Slam dunk though, 3 in a row. Well done. Lots of you kicking off tonight about the fact that the Dursleys, in fact, live in 4 Privet Drive. I said, which character? James Bain, I'm talking to you. He's not a squatter, he's a member of the Dursley family. Anyway, moving on. Question number 22. Which country's flag is this one? Get your guesses in, spellings, please. A little clue again, this country might have made you cry in 2018 in the summer. What do you reckon? They certainly made me cry. Home to many beautiful islands as well. Become a bit of a popular tourist destination. Lots of people going on holiday there now. And if you read through their football team, you might get a few itches, if you get me. What country does that flag belong to? Well done. If you put Croatia, it is the Croatian flag. 131 of you getting that one. Well done to 131 of you knowing the Croatian flag, which has moved PH72 onto the leaderboard. And well done to Big Boris, 3 in a row. Good evening to Harry, up the Tarn, he says. I have no idea what that means. I assume the Tarn are some sort of team. Question number 3 of the flag round. Which country's flag is that? Home to one of the modern 7 wonders of the world. You can also swim in the Dead Sea in this country. Guesses, please. Spelling crucial. Country has also written several biographies, had various husbands, and even has had plenty of plastic surgery. And that is enough clues. It is Kerry Katona. No, it's Jordan. Well done if you put Jordan. Pakistan, Jamaica, Paraguay, Australia, Oman. 47 of you getting that one right. A little bit tricky, but it's the third one. It was indeed Jordan. Petra, of course, being the wonder of the world. Mambo number 4 back in it, 3 in a row. Grimrose up to top, and the Champagne Crew up into 4th place. Well done, Champagne Crew. Good evening to you, and good evening to Meals on Wheels as well, up into 5th place. Next flag, please. Which country is this one? Your clues are the Viking clap. And again, you might have cried in 2016 over this nation. You might have also had an extra holiday as a result of a volcano going off here 10 years ago. That is enough of your clues. Which country's flag is that, please? What do you reckon? Quite cold up there. You can see the Northern Lights as well, if you're still answering. Let's see, any silly answers? Trump's Greenland, Matt Damon, Denmark, Scandinavia. It was in fact Iceland. Well done to 113 of you putting Iceland. Harry again says up the Tarn. See if that's done anything to the leaderboard. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The Dashers though, 3 in a row. Well done to the Dashers. Let's have our final flag, please. Which country's flag is this? Home to some of only of the few of the mountain gorillas left in the world live here. It's in East Africa. This is quite a hard one, I won't lie. It's also home to the source of the River Nile. If you've seen the Top Gear specials, you'll get this now. Lake Victoria is the lake where the source of the River Nile is. Which country is that flag though? What do you reckon? East African nation. That is in fact the Ugandan flag. Let's see if anyone has managed that. Well done if you've put Uganda. Very hard. 41 of you knowing your stuff. Congratulations. Very, very good answer. You bunch of cheats. Up 28 places. Well done. and the Champagne crew, Meals and Wheels, plough on through. Next round, please. Round number 6. Here we go. You're going to have 5 questions now, all about the last week. But, you know, there's not a lot happening at the minute apart from the pandemic. So, you're going to have 5 questions on the last week, last year. Okay? So, the following questions are going to be from the 6th of May to the 12th of May, 2019. There we go. Here we go. Question number 26 this evening. Which British politician was involved in a car crash and supposedly fled the scene on the 12th of May 2019? Is it Boris Johnson, Theresa May, Nigel Farage or Jeremy Corbyn? 12th of May 2019 this happened. Involved this politician's chauffeur, driven Range Rover. You'd expect nothing else, I guess. Which politician had a car crash in May last year? And there wasn't an election. Which British politician was involved in a car crash and fled the scene? It was the effervescent Nigel Farage. Well done if you put Nigel Farage. I am so smart. 3 in a row. Well done. We'll have our next question, please. Last week, last year. Which Ivorian footballer announced their retirement this last week, last year? Was it Yaya Toure, Didier Drogba, Kolo Toure or Salomon Kalou? This happened on the 10th of May 2019. One of those Ivorian greats bowed out of the game. So if you're a Chelsea fan, you can rule out Salomon Kalou. Which Ivorian footballer announced their retirement last week, last year? 10th of May 2019. Let's have a look what people have gone for. It was in fact Yaya Toure. I'm afraid Didier Drogba was a little bit further back. Yaya Toure announced his retirement. There we are. Just puts Grimrose up on a pedestal there. Well done to the Dukes though, 3 in a row. Our next question of the last week, last year. Which BBC Radio 5 Live host lost his job over a tweet? Was it Adrian Chiles, Dan Walker, Mark Pugach or Danny Baker? This happened on the 9th of May 2019. It's quite an infamous moment, so I imagine a lot of you would get this one. I'm not sure what he's up to right now, actually. There we go. The less said, the better about the tweet. I think we'll all agree. It was Danny Baker. Well done if you put Danny Baker. 146 of you putting Danny Baker. Lost his job over a tweet. Has not done a lot to the leaderboard. Lots of you getting that one right. Norfolk and Good, though, back in it, 3 in a row. Good evening to Norfolk. Question number 4. This is open-ended. Correct spelling, please. Meghan and Harry named their son what on the 6th of May 2019? You remember it was his birthday just recently. Only need the first name, please. Rumour has it he's received a first birthday card off Will and Kate recently. Who would have known? Harry and Meghan, what did they name their son? Come on, it's been in the news just this last week as well. It was his birthday. What did they name him? 1 year old, just this week gone. Let's see what people have put. Harry Potter, still a bit salty, I see. Chuck, Carol Baskin. No, it was in fact Archie Mountbatten of Windsor. There we go, well done if you put that. See if that's done any movement to the leaderboard. It has indeed. The Baxters up into 5th place, sneaking onto the leaderboard for the first time this evening. Good evening to Liv as well, 3 in a row. We shall have our final last week, last year question. Which star-studded event took place on May the 6th in New York City last year? Was it the Oscars? Was it the Met Gala? Was it the Grammys or the Emmys? May the 6th last year. Which event was that? A little photo clue there. I think you'll recognise that dress. Not from its current form, but it was had various memes put on top of it as a result. I can just picture a margarita on her dress now. Which star-studded event took place on May the 6th last year? It was the Met Gala. It was indeed the Met Gala. The Oscars a bit earlier in the year, so the Grammys. Well done if you put the Met Gala. Takes Liam and Layla back onto the leaderboard. Well done. Shah and Vicky as well, 3 in a row. Right, as always, final 10 questions, a 10-question shootout, 10,000 points to play for. It's general knowledge. Let's have it. Question number 31. The country Eritrea is in which continent? Is it Asia, Europe, Africa, or Australasia? Eritrea. What do you reckon? Once ruled by the UK, of course, gained independence from Ethiopia in 1993. And weirdly hasn't held an election since then. Who knows why? The country Eritrea is in which continent? Get your guesses in, please. Lots of flags knocking around tonight. One for the encyclopedia fans this evening. Well done if you put Africa. It is, of course, in Africa. Also, again, kind of eastish side. The Hirsch fam, last week's winners, making a late charge up onto the leaderboard into 4th place and not too far off at the top. A couple of questions in it. It is certainly all to play for. 9 questions to go. This is question number 32. What is the common name for the brain of a computer? Is it CPU, memory, ALU, or CU? CPU, memory, ALU, or CU? And you can see me trying to just undo my shirt a bit there. And that is what we call some lockdown pounds, my friends. What is the common name for the brain of a computer? It is, in fact, the CPU, which stands for Central Processing Unit. So if you hear it spelt out, it kind of makes a lot of sense. There we go, 166 of you getting that one right. Not doing much to the top of the leaderboard. Next question, please. Number 33. Thomas Evans says, good luck, frat monkeys. Here it is. Countries mainly from which continent boycotted the 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal? Was it South America, Asia, Europe, or Africa? And the reason why was the New Zealand rugby union team toured a nation in this continent that they shouldn't have done earlier on in the year. There's a certain regime going on. I'll let you work out the rest. Countries from which continent boycotted the 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal? It was in fact Africa. New Zealand rugby team toured South Africa earlier on in the year whilst the apartheid was going on, and lots of teams boycotted to try and sort of get that put in place to the New Zealand team. There we go. Question number 34. Due to superstition, what didn't Bjorn Borg do at Wimbledon? Did he not brush his teeth, use the front gate, change his socks, or shave? And I don't know who chose that photo. It's very strange. I think I must have not had my morning cup of coffee when I put that one in. Bjorn Borg there with 3 topless gentlemen and a bottle of champagne. There we go. What didn't he do at Wimbledon though? Did he win his 5 Wimbledons with smelly feet? No, he won them with without shaving. There we go. It was always bearded. Not quite sure where the men came into it. Well done to the Baxters, up into 4th place. Hirsch fam just crawling onto the leaderboard there. 9 of you, 4 in a row. Question number 35. What is the shortcut to refresh page on a standard keyboard? Is it F3, F4, F5 or F6? Breaking down barriers here, by the way. This is consistent across Mac and Windows, so don't worry. Just an FYI there. What is the standard keyboard refresh page button? It is, of course, F5. Well done if you put F5. Mills and Wheels up into 2nd place now. Liam and Layla up into 5th. Block Life into 4th. And here come the trolls, week 6. I won't read out that message. Right, you're going to have another open-ended question here, number 36. I'm after a date. In what year did man first land on the moon? Type it in, please. Type that in. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, And yes, I did have to Google the third one, Michael Collins, who famously didn't walk on the moon, of course. But did they? Who knows? I'm not going to get into that. I'm not a conspiracy theorist over here. In what year did man first land on the moon? Type that in, please. It was an anniversary recently, so see if you can work that one out. Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong landed on the moon in 1969. Well done if you put 1969, 108 of you putting 1969, including Andy B, who is now onto the leaderboard for the first time this evening, into 4th place. Hirsch fam, I don't think it's your week, I'm afraid. Knocked off. Next question, please. Number 37, 4 to go. What is the capital city of Ecuador? Is it Quito, Cuenca, Baños or Manta? All sound pretty feasible names to me. What is the capital city of Ecuador? Get your answers in, please. 4 to go. It's all crucial for your spaces at the minute. Get them in fast. Points are meaning a lot now. Name the capital city of Ecuador. It is Quito. Well done if you put Quito. 34 of you put in Cuenca and Baños. I'm pretty sure Baños means toilet in Spanish, so I'm afraid it's not that. Well done if you put Quito. Andy B crawling up again to 3rd place. And Mad Mandy's 3 in a row, back in the game. 3 questions to go. Here is question number 38 of 40. Dan says, Lordy, come on. I don't think he's having a good evening. What is the name of the other lesser-known Gallagher brother? Is it Steve, David, Paul or Peter? Can't help but feel he's lived in Liam and Noel's shadow. What is the name of the other lesser-known Gallagher brother? I think he's pretty successful in his own right. He's now like the photographer for Liam. There we go. I followed on Instagram. Fun fact for your day. What is the name of the other Gallagher brother? Steve, David, Paul or Peter? It is in fact Paul. Well done if you put Paul Gallagher. Liam, Noel and Paul. Quite the Christmas dinner that. The Hirsch fam, I ruled you out. 5th place now, well done. It's still pretty tight up there. 2nd, 3rd and 4th place, very, very tight. This is a fill in the blank. Blank is atomic number 8 in the periodic table. Is that oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen or neon? What is atomic number 8 in the periodic table? Think back to those chemistry classes back in your school days or science classes. What is atomic number 8 in the periodic table? I was absolutely useless at this. I think there's some sort of rhyme to remember them. Waiting for a few more answers. It was oxygen. Well done to 77 of you putting oxygen. Not many scientists amongst the audience tonight. Only half of you getting that one right. Cheese, one of them, up 12 places, making big movements on the penultimate question. Here is the final question of tonight's quiz. Where is the tallest building in the world? Which city is it in? Is it in New York City, Dubai, Kuala Lumpur or Toronto? Tallest building in the world. Where do you reckon it is? I've actually been up it myself. Very scary stuff. Where is the tallest building in the world? Is it in New York City, Dubai, Kuala Lumpur or Toronto? This is the last question of tonight's quiz. And here is your final answer. It is, of course, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Well done to 146 of you getting that one right. And that concludes another BFBS Big Quiz Night In, number 6 in the can. Let's see how we've ended up on the leaderboard. Let's have a quick butcher's hook. Well done to the Hirsch fam, getting back notably back on the leaderboard after last week's success, up into 5th. Number 4, Champagne Crew, well done to you. Number 3, Andy B. Number 2, Meals on Wheels, congratulations. But winning tonight's BFBS Quiz Night In, number 6, well done to Grim Rose, congratulations. Thank you all so much for playing along. Again, so many of you coming back for more. We'll be playing again next week, same time, 6 PM UK time. 8 PM Cyprus time. Give us a bit of feedback as well, please. Oh wait, just there, yeah. Give us a bit of feedback. Let us know if you enjoyed the quiz. Tell your friends all about it. Hope you had a wonderful evening. We'll see you for a bit more quizzing next week. I'm off to Privet Drive for a bit of haggis.